All right, so I decided to make this. Decided to give these races a try because I love open wheel racing. So, what's going on, everyone? I hope you guys having a good weekend. This is just my promised weekend stream. So, live on Twitch and on YouTube right now. Yeah, I love open wheel racing. Formula One, IndyCar. Oh, man. Already ended up all messed up. Yep. I don't know. I don't like the non-contact ones because I don't know. I like these ones, but good luck trying to find somebody that's doing good luck trying to find clean racers. I should have known not to boost accelerate at the beginning. I should have known that some dickhead in front of me was not gonna do the same. What a shithead, bro. You just came out of the pit. You just came out of the pit. You couldn't avoid me. The retardation in these races, man. These players better hope they don't end up in a public session with me, because I will make them cry. All right, every chance I get to be the host, I'm going to make these races shorter. They should really be qualified. Already these dickheads already, they can't fucking race. Dumbass. Would I subject myself to this bullshit race? I know. I would do a few more. You know, they're fun though. I just like doing them. Despite the bullshit. It's a good one right here. Wait, nope. Fuck. I didn't choose the right one, but there should be penalties and all that stuff for crashing and all that bullshit. Gotcha. Off. Alright. How about first person? Alright, there we go. I don't like that boost. It's crap. Let's do it. Alright, let's see if we can use soft tires this time. Bet on myself. Same track. I think I need a new track. Oh, you're probably good. They're not gonna be happy about this first person. Of course, yeah. Yeah. Honestly, this is probably how this is meant to be played in first person. Sliding all over the place. Yep. I'm missing my rear wing. Of course I am. Crazy how bad soft tires are. They were already like halfway already done just by one lap. So I don't know what the point of that is. I guess I just... Oh. Yeah, hard tires are definitely better for this track. Sometimes I can't, bro. Like, half the people left trying to start this one. I do love to play them, but I wish people would be better at playing them, or at least there will be penalties if you like if you crash or if you go off course and some of the other tracks. I love these types of tracks though. I love the street tracks. They're much easier to play in. Well, you know, when it's like low numbers of players. Damn it. Where the hell did this guy go? Oh my god, he left. Yeah. I usually set it to like 5 or, you know, just 5 maximum, minimum. I understand why they drop. They don't have the patience. Neither do I. Oh my god, 15 laps. No, I'm not doing this. Alright. was a really good movie, but it wasn't really that.
No, I ain't gonna shoot your car, cuz.
Oh man. Like I was saying, before, I had to mute some shitheads. That was a good movie, but it did.
If these three men want
Never
to
well
fight
known.
each other, what business is it of yours? If these two want to spit roast this guy, why do I?
I like that they used some of the teams and the racers from the IndyCar on that time. Alright, this. I should just do one more and then maybe go on to do other things. No, ask some friends. Ask some friends to join me, but they didn't want to do it. I can probably understand why. The street tracks work better than some of the tracks that Rockstar created. In my opinion, though. I think this one's a street track. It's like an iconic look. The PR4, which is the Brazilian's car. He died. I forget his name. I forget the name of the car. It was a good movie. When I go back though, it's like I don't know if like here's where I think that the movie kind of failed. It's because the stakes of what they were racing for weren't really high enough. You know, even though they try to create some drama there with some woman in the middle and all that stuff, but I don't know, man. I think there should have been something more at stake to fight for, you know, for people to care. And again, I don't think racing was popular at the time. I think it was declining in the early 2000s. Had this been probably in the 90s, maybe? I don't know. But it said that Sylvester Stallone had this, you know, the script for the movie for years before, and he went around trying to, you know, kind of pitch it to directors and all that stuff, and they turned it down. And yeah, and I believe he said that the script was revised a couple of times. So I don't know, maybe. Look at this guy. Why is this guy fucking hitting me? Like, it's not even big head. These races though shouldn't have penalties, or if you crash, you're immediately out of the race. Stuff like that, man. Make it as strict as the Gran Turismo ones. And again, this wasn't really meant to be a simulation racer, but still, could have been a lot better. By introducing penalty, maybe losing actual game money, in-game money. Like every time you crash, you lose money. If you participate in the race, you actually have to put money. If you crash, you lose money. I mean, that would give an incentive. That would definitely take away the incentive for these retards to fucking crash into each other and actually try to learn how to race. I would have introduced like actual tournaments or actual Grand Prix tournaments, and sort of like freeze the players' money while they're participating. And like I said, you lose money if you crash and stuff like that, and you have to repair your car every race, and you have to pay for other people's cars too every race. That would definitely make this a little more fair, entertaining, and actually captured, you know, what it is, open wheel racing. I'm fucked now. God, I just missed it. Man, really about to be done with this. Give it one more chance. Maybe you shouldn't have wasted a stream doing this. I should have just played it on my own time. And now your tires are done. Can barely turn without sliding. Some of these turns don't make sense, and some of these tracks don't make sense. Too many hairpins turns put together. Yeah, too many hairpin turns put together in one spot. In one area, I should say. too close to each other. Rear tires are done. But I'm stuck. I can't even. Crazy. Can't even leave that spot there. Yeah, man. I mean, remember the ones from the 80s? Those are the ones that sounded the best. Well, the one from the late 80s to early 90s, those are the ones that sounded the best to me. I believe they were V6, I think. And then later on, Formula One started using V10s. I think the IndyCar used V12s all the way up to the 2000s, I think. Which I'm not an expert, but I couldn't tell you what the V's mean, but like the more V's, the less menacing they sound. I don't know. To me, at least. I think the cylinders, right? It's like, you know, the less, the more. Anyways, I'm not gonna go into that because I don't even know what the hell I'm going on with it, where I'm going with it, because I don't even know. I'm not an expert, like I said. The first time I saw as a kid an open wheel race, probably Formula One on television, and it looks something like what the PR4 looks like. And the late 80s to early 90s Formula One cars, thing McLaren and the Williams, those cars, man, the way those cars look, like that green one over there in the image, like the PR4 looks like in the game. That stuck with me.
Air, ass, titties, left, air, ass, titties, left, air, ass, titties.
I thought I had a fucking sound muted. All right, one more. I'm gonna play one more. Yeah, I can't mute that little shit. And also, I can't say what I want to say. Alright, this is non-contact. I mean, I prefer contact ones. At least it increases the difficulty of crashes and all that stuff, but still, man.
Oh, I forgot it.
Yeah, there should be categories too. Like, I don't think all these cars handle the same. No, do they brake the same. No, are this
It's 2.0.
the same speed, right?
It's 2.0. It's 2.0.
Seriously, I can't mute this little retard. See, I did that earlier. I did those settings earlier. But the thing is, like, you got the BR8 and the PR4 and the other two, I can't remember the name, but they all handle and brake differently. So there should be categories. So I'll probably fuck myself up by using the PR4 for this race. Because I think the BR8 is the fastest one. Yeah, terrible cornering for me there. Terrible cornering. Damn it. Yeah, that's true. They don't handle the same. And so, yeah. But like I said, man, this game mode would have been so much better if they had penalties, high stakes in terms of money, more balance with the cars, where it's just, you know, like not always the same. Not always the same. No, don't mix up the car categories. Also, what the hell are go-karts races, man? Have you ever seen like those? I don't think we have those in this one. It is. I don't think we have go-kart racing. Ah, shit. If they ever did, I'm oblivious to it. I've never seen it. I was trying my best to hit the apex of the corner, but I'm not really not good at it. Ah, fuck. There goes my front wing. There should be racing lines too. For like the first 3 laps, I will put some racing lines, and I'll take it away after that. Because, of course, like I would put qualifiers first, maybe 2 or 3 qualifying rounds. If not, I would just put some racing lines up first, or maybe have different difficulties. Once with racing lines, you know, one without racing lines. Maybe part of the difficulty mode will be probably, you know, non-contact. Really should have paid, but you know what? I'm getting impatient now, and I'm not. I'm done with this. Yep. And your money should be at stake too. Like you should have like, I'm not talking about like a few thousands. I'm talking about like, well, actually, yeah, well, you know, maybe 500,000, 300,000, something like that. Pay for other people's cars if you crash into it. Pay for your own damage. Pay for their damage.
From Mexico flooding our streets, and once it hits the hood, it's anarchy. With a side of murder, hold the prize. Or maybe the Chinese are slipping some of our high-security weapons systems in with the recycling, and we're giving up our national security for nothing? Who knows? Who cares? As long as the financial party continues, we'll just keep picking up the pieces.
Yeah, I played all those races, and I made 100,000, but that's not enough. I don't think that quadruple money for this week in this open wheel races it's actually gives you any significant boost. I think I played a total of 6 races, I think. I mean, I didn't complete all of them, but still. Yeah, open wheel races are not even listed here anymore, like it used to be. Oh, they actually are. They. Okay. They were gone for a while though. Why it's a returning mode. I have drag races still. And you got the drift races that I've never done, man, because I could never understand drifting. Let's just run a. Just gonna join a random race real quick. Just curious about something. One that's not open wheel. Okay, not that one. Okay, open wheel too. Well, put me in it, damn it. Let's see. You know what, let's use the, let's see, the R88. Let's use the DR1. So I've never raced with the DR1. Ready? A snowy race. And damn, it's slippery too. The snow is not just for show. Or maybe it's the car, I don't know. Damn, I literally had to e-brake around these corners. So far, even though it's snowy, I really like the way the DR1 handles. This seems to be based on the Indy cars from like a few years ago, like in the later on after the early 2000s. They were redesigned a little bit. Yeah, man, I'm gonna lose a wing here if I keep doing that. Yep, what happened? This right here might as well be a drift race. Finally knew how to drift. Or care to know how to drift. I don't know, I doubt these cars can drift though. It's the worst track, the worst race to like to test the DR1 in on, I should say. Yeah, all right. I don't seem to get bad sports for quitting these races, and for good reason. I don't think you should get bad sport for quitting anything in this game. Bad sport points for quitting shit like God, man. Rockstar is just so petty.
You little alcoholic shitbag! Are you okay?
Oh, he's fine. It's just a concussion and massive internal bleeding or something. Poke him.
Every time I see a plane, you already know what I want to do. Oh yeah, you know, you can set up a monster truck race, but not quite anything like that. Or like crushing cars competition and stuff like that. Typical monster, yeah. Alright, let's use Anna Watch to teleport to the base. No longer in the air. A few streams ago, you asked me about James. You asked me about my loadout, right? So. I was gonna go over and tell you why I use the loadout that I use. So, AP pistol just to take on NPCs. I mean, I drop and quit with this AP pistol, and you know, any missions, anything. I love to use the AP pistol. Even for the Cayo Perico heist, I had to use the loadout with the AP pistol. Of course, this thing, because this thing is, how can you go wrong with this? You can flip cars back over if something happens, or pick up some idiot's vehicles that try to speed, you know, coming at you, try to run you over. You know, that's always fun. Wait a minute, hold on. I don't have. So just tiki bombs and proximity mines. No grenades, nothing else. Combat MG with the full metal jacket rounds. That's just so if somebody comes in with a heavily armored vehicle like Night Shark or something like that, I could just get him off for the, you know, kill them as they come in fast. So they're trying to run me over. So, yeah, and it's this one because, you know, it's a little bit longer range. So I have a little more time to lock onto them. Of course, all of this that I'm talking about works better in a full auto aim session, obviously. Special carbine with armor piercing rounds, right? And of course, the sniper rifle, the Mark II without anything, no special rounds, no nothing, just the Mark II. Some people say that the regular sniper rifle is better, or it deals more damage, but I tried them both. I'm not sure that's true. Marksman rifle Mark II with armor piercing rounds, so I can lock onto a personal Mark II riders and kill them with one shot or two shots or with one shot, depending on, you know, headshot or body shots, right? And that works. This is, yeah, everything that it's here. Everything that is here is functional. It's just, you know, for function. You know, it's just what I need at the moment. That's, you know, I don't like 2, 3, 4 weapons in one slot. It doesn't work for me. This, because somehow this thing does the most damage, and you can also use it underwater. So if there's a time where I find myself underwater, I can use this underwater. That's it. Assault shotgun, because why not? It's really the best shotgun. Pump shotgun with the explosive bucks, slugs, to blow up police vehicles as they come, because sometimes, you know, the police cops just surround you and stuff like that, AI cops, and then you just blow them up with one hit. Or grenade launcher and railgun. Railgun, so I can shoot down some planes that are trying to take me down, helicopters or not a Oppressor Mark IIs, but the Luxos. Grenade launcher, because, you know, I usually use it to get people from around, you know, out of corners sometimes. I've gone back and forth with the RPG, but just don't need the RPG really. Sometimes there's somebody behind something and I probably cannot get him with the, or can't reach him with a grenade launcher, and I wish I had an RPG, but I don't. So yeah, man, that's my loadout. It's just simple. There's not a lot of things, not complicated at all. I always make sure that I have full armor and full snacks, even snacks that I don't need, because honestly, you don't need piss wasser, you don't need the smokes. And the champagne is just for special occasions. They added a new one a while back, Sprunk. Yeah, I mean, it's loadout. The loadout is simple, but I wish that you could have more than one loadout available that you can switch to. So I decided to do, well, you know, I've had all those problems with those controllers. I decided to just try to get used to flying with my Pro controllers, which it's not good for fast reflex movements, and also my fingers placements on the on one of these Pro controllers is just too bulky. The other one is just kind of different. I don't know. I don't know how I can explain it. One of them is too bulky. The other one is just not good for fast reflex movements. It's hard to reach L1 while trying to use the left analog stick to maneuver. So I run into that problem with both third-party Pro controllers. I don't have that problem with the DualSense or even the DualSense Edge. But rather than dealing with ridiculous stick drift, I decided to just fly with my Pro controller, see if I can get better with them. Another problem that I run into is the diagonals are kind of off a little bit sometimes, whereas if I try to turn, I will flip my plane further out than I need to, and it just causes me trouble try to track somebody in a dogfight. That sucks, man. That would for sure cost me to lose, especially now that I'm better. Over the last like 2 weeks, I've gotten so much better. But yeah, I mean, got to use the back camera more effectively, which I kind of refused to do for a while. Now I use it more effectively. I track better. And it's crazy, even though I could even though I could customize the controllers, dead zones and all that stuff, the movements and all that, it will still never feel like a DualSense when flying or driving or anything like that. So now my right analog stick in this one, this Pro controller is customized for like shooting, sniping. The right one is. The left one is very, very sensitive, like a D-pad. Any little movement can. If it's not that, it's sort of has a lot of latency. So I just let it very sensitive, and I learned to get used to it. And again, when I go back to playing with a regular DualSense, it doesn't affect me playing with a regular DualSense. That's a good thing about it. Like I could just snap back into playing with a regular DualSense, and it wouldn't be a problem. High five, dude. Yeah, that's what I used to do. I used to hit it quick, and that was sufficient. But then I realized that, like, I don't know, for me personally, I was limiting myself by not learning how to use it. You know, where I could just use it and without disorienting myself. This guy's trying his best for me to let me overshoot, and yeah, sometimes the back camera can be very disorienting. And there's some pilots that I know that I can use their, you know, they basically just have R3 held down the whole time and they use it as their regular camera. And they can just, you know. And of course, there's those people that use certain devices to negate that and they're able to move it. You know, and like without it rubber banding. That's cool to know, and I consider doing that, but I'm not gonna do that, man. I'm gonna just get better at it, and you know, it's feel good about it. Feel good about getting better without any enhanced devices. I think those Browns were killing my friends earlier. Of course, one of them had to jump out. Nice. Ooh, okay. Mama is not on point today. I'm struggling a little bit with this controller. Yep. Alright. Good. I don't know how to mix it up. I don't mind mixing it up in the ground. Oh, okay. You down here or what? Okay. If you can bounce a grenade in there. There he is. Damn it. This some movie shit, man. I'm chasing this guy on the freaking subway. Here comes his friend. There he is. Alright.
What can I... My pleasure.
I'll get myself out of here and okay. Did that male cop just had a female voice? Oh, okay. You want to do that, huh? Yeah, please do that, man. There they are. Nope, it's not them. That's right, I won't be able to see them, not even if I swear, man, this game sometimes. They're nearby though. I wish you could, like, you know, pay to reveal them, at least for you. Like you could in, like, in a team deathmatch. Like, I don't know if that's the thing still, but used to be able to call Lester and request to reveal targets. Alright. I know that you could have you got thermals in a vehicle, but I just don't feel like doing any of that shit right now. Guess they retreated to their apartment or something. Oh. is one of the pink ones from earlier that was also killing my friend. Let's collect this other bonding for the day. Man, the fact that he stopped, not knowing there was a missile coming at him, poor guy. I agree, man, but do we need an orb cannon at all? I mean, I don't know, man. It's rare when I want to use it. A player can make me use it. Pissed off, man. And it can kill me a couple of times. And my first instinct is never to just, oh, I'm gonna get this one kill with a real with the orbital cannon.
I'll be here.
But that's just me personally. But in other people, it just incentivizes that mediocre mentality. I'm just gonna get him with the orbital cannon, you know. Sometimes you could get somebody off out of a glitch with it. Sometimes you could, you know, if they're in an overpowered vehicle, you can destroy that vehicle with it. If they're in a, you know, but that's other ways to, without spending that much in-game money, there's other ways to do that.
Hello? This is Simeon. Sure, my friend. I'll send you the details.
Let's go to new session. Yeah. Nothing out of the ordinary, man. Nothing, you know, no deluxes, no Mark 2s. None of that stupid shit, man. Not even a jetpack. Just cars, bikes, trucks. You know, all kinds of cool land vehicles. Even a hovercraft, right? A water hovercraft. All kinds of cool water and land vehicles. And then you've got your planes and your jets. That's it. That's all there should be.
Oh, God! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! I hate you! I hate you! I hate you! Why must the conservatives always win?
Good peaceful session to sell some, I guess. See if I can have anything in a nightclub.
Yo, I'm gonna call you this weekend.
Hell yeah!
So I looked at about a year ago, early May, right? There was of course a weekly updates every week, whatever. It seems like last year it was double money on the open wheel races around the same time. And can't remember what came next, but I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna maybe try to predict what's, because it just seems like they're following the same trend of weekly updates as last week. Last year was like either double money or triple money in the open wheel races. That's because I seen an old thumbnail that I made last year, where I put that in my thumbnail, like, playing open wheel races, double money, whatever, blah blah blah. That was like on May 5th or May 6th, something like that, last year. Interesting that this year we get open wheel racing again. This time quadruple money. Gotta be the town DJ. The town square DJ right here. Looks like from the back he's wearing some kind of modern Spider Woman outfit. Many people in this session. Not enough for that bonus. Alright. I hate to end the stream on a very boring note though. Kinda wanted to give the open wheel races a chance. And it's just they just because of how they are, they suck. Just because, they're not very well balanced or anything like that, they suck. But she's listening to my stream then. Oh, I got him. Damn, there's those loopholes, man. Oh. That you can shoot through some of these areas here. All around the map. Yeah, I love to snipe people off like that. Behind walls. I'm sure I can I'm sure I've gotten reported for that. I wish you could then that would probably just devolve the race altogether, man. I wish you could get out of the car and freaking start killing them. Sometimes I get so pissed. I wait for them to come out into free mode with me. Guy's moving too fast and he's lagging too. First.
Fucking crazy. Scumbag! Attack! What an idiot! Hit the deck!
This is why I should have left this loser as it was. Like, a 2-0 make him cry. Because they really take that shit personally. After I snap him out of from behind a wall. Fucking PvP fanatics. Wow. Saved by a fucking light pole. Believe that shit? Dude was saved by a light pole. Missile was going straight for him. Helicopter's almost done. Yep. Oh, really bad. Pretty good with that. For Smart 2, I couldn't even do that. He's not rendering, so he's so fucking lucky. Like he just went. I think he just went goals to avoid. Yep. Seriously. I can't pick up that bullshark testosterone because the game kind of glitches. Well, not it glitched, but just landed there. I could remove CEO and I still won't be able to get any bullshark testosterone after that. Can't tell where he's at. Obviously. Alright, well, let me end the stream here. I'll be streaming next week, Wednesday. Wednesday around the same time, 7, 8 Eastern time. It's been a long day for me, man. I should have just I should have known I should have done all the things rather than waste my time without those open wheel races. They suck. But yeah. Again, man, everybody who came in and peeked at my stream, thank you. And James Riggs, man, thank you for staying with me. Even with through this like boring stream. I think it was one of the most boring streams. But yeah, man, I'll be back soon, Wednesday, so stay tuned for that, man. All right. Until next time.